Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play some more Dark Souls 2! So I found out that apparently, while I wasn't paying attention, they went and nerfed the spells, especially cleric spells. Cleric is now super lame. Miracles are no longer, like, the offensive miracles are now ridiculously worse than they were. Which is super sucky, because I liked those miracles. I liked having those abilities. In fact, I base a big part of this character around having those abilities, so this is super inconvenient. However, you die. However, I have a new plan. As I mentioned in a comment to someone on the last video, I'm going to, instead of doing the original plan I had, I am going to instead go back and go and do the last giant, then swing back over to Hade's Tower of Flame, kill the Dragon Rider, then continue through to Dead Man's Wharf, to No Man's Wharf. There I will kill the Ruined Sentinel and get access to a Pyromancy Flame, which will, the Pyromancy is also not as good as it used to be, but it's not been nerfed nearly as hard as Cleric. So it will get a Pyromancy Flame and become a Pyromancer instead of a Cleric. Okay, I know I have... Why did I not equip this? There you go. So instead of being a Sweetie Belle the Lightning Caster, she'll be Sweetie Belle the Set Things on Fire Mancer. Which works, because, I mean, yeah, she set things on fire, right? I mean, she blew up half of Ponyville with a flaming explosive catapult in the comics, and she burnt cereal, so... It works. It works. Plus, more importantly than that, Pyromancy scales on Faith or Int. Like, it says it scales on both, but really it you can scale either one. So having a bunch of Faith does not work against me. I can still use that Faith to get my Pyromancy up. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So right now I put down my summon sign, and I'm just waiting for someone to summon me so I can. There you go. So that I can join a world, kill the boss, and then become alive and use my new being alive powers to go and fight shit. Sorry, to kill the boss. Right, and after that I will have enough. I'll have some stuff. I'll be able to get my gear, and lost my train of thought. Right, kill the Dragon Rider, go after the thing, win game. Wow, that was bad. Wow. So as you can see, mild-mannered Pate is joining us here, and the reason for that is that Pate will join you in this fight if you helped him, and he is incredibly common to see because of that. So, last giant, not that hard. He's going to do a move coming up real soon where, yep, he rips off his own arm, and that is some crap, because he is now using his own arm as an extremely potent club. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Ow. Ow, ow, fucking ow. But it doesn't matter because he's dead. And I did a little bow and do a little wave. And then I run off into the mist and disappear. And now I'll be human again, and I have a bunch of souls from killing the boss. Because you get all the souls, when you co-op with someone, you get all of the souls that they normally provide you, as well as, that the boss would normally provide you, as well as your partner who helped you also getting all this stuff. So it's really hitting the last giant all that hard. But I think it's partly because I am still using a weapon that isn't really built for the style of play I'm kind of aiming for. realistically, I should actually just go back to Majula, get my dex up, and then, you know, get the spear that I actually am building this character around before facing the last giant. Especially just because, like, God, I was just not hitting that guy very hard. Normally I should be, like, I don't know if I was just, if the animation wasn't really playing for me, like, maybe I was just sort of missing the hits I was dealing, but, like, it really looked like I wasn't actually hitting him. Also, there's not really a lot of people here right this second who are offering to help me. Nope, never mind, there he goes, it just took a little while. So, I first want to look around, see if there's any, Sunbros. There are not. Because if you get helped by Sunbro, they give you a Sunlight Medallion. I'll take this lady, Nora. And I'm going to let her kind of come in. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to just summon the boss immediately so that I can show you the video without having to necessarily have her sit through it. There you go. So she's now in. So there's a little video that goes with each of the bosses, and each of the bosses has their own little theme music. Yeah, so that is the last giant. Doesn't really look like you'd expect a giant to look now, does it? But it does sort of look like those weird, creepy trees. And that is because the giants are fucking weird looking. They're almost more rock and wood than living being. And then we got right into it. Alright, so I'm hitting it. Whoa! And a lot of the boss fight is just about patience. Oh, and making sure that you're actually locked onto the right goddamn part of the body. Oh shit. And not having that happen to you. Alright. So, as you see, I'm not... kind of having a little bit of trouble here, but... even with that trouble... doing alright. A lot of problems that you sometimes have with... oh my god. Get here before he stomps me again. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Yeah, there's a kind of weird problem with the lock-on system occasionally where... yeah, that'll happen. It'll auto-lock onto some part of the body that you don't want to swing at, and your swing goes a little bit off because the game thinks that you're trying to aim at something that you can't hit anymore, instead of the part of the body that is right in front of you. Just... why, game? Stop trying to be helpful! Oh, jeez. And then something like that happens. Oh, that would have killed me. That would have killed me super hard. And that stomp has a pretty sizable area of effect. Ow. Again, oh shit! I didn't realize I was out of healing items. That doesn't matter though, because we got him. Fucking A. This is going to be kind of a weird day for anyone who I help or who gets helped by me because, that I call for assistance because, again, they are helping or being assisted by the creepiest looking motherfucker to wander around the lake named Sweetie Belle. I imagine there are quite a few people who will have been called to help me and then regret that they called me for that I called them for assistance because they have to now help out someone named Sweetie Belle. Not the thing that everyone wants to do. But screw them. That's it, just screw those guys, whatever, don't care. So we'll head back to Majula, because we're actually going to hit the Tay's Tower of Flame and kill the Dragon Rider, but first, we're going to finally be able to use that stupid spear. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be goody. Did I not open the blacksmith's shop? Also, do I have Estus flask shards? No, I don't. Didn't think so. Good to just check. Dexterity. I think I need to get that up to, what was it, 18? I think it was 18. At the very least, I want to get it up to, I probably eventually want to get it up to about 40 by the end of the game, since I'm going with the Dex build. So I don't remember whether or not... Okay, I did not open his thing.
But first...
So, I probably shouldn't skip through all the dialogue, but yeah. So what I'm doing there is I'm skipping ahead to get to, yeah, I want to go with that. So now I can actually use this properly. In fact, I can use this with a shield, because this spear I now have the requisite skills for to use one-handed rather than two-handed. So, I can now actually defend myself. Aha! Which is going to be real damn useful. So what that guy can do, and actually I might even go and look at... Alright, I have to sit down at the bonfire before I can talk to him again. So this kind of resets the world, and if changes are going to happen in the world, like for instance him going to his shop, that gets set when I sit down.
You, stand back. This is dangerous work.
So this guy's kind of an asshole, but like, he's a fun asshole.
Lenigrast, just a simple blacksmith. And you are... another useless traveler.
Kind of a dick.
A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth.
I kind of agree with that notion,
Not
but...
roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds.
Oh, you.
Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got.
I do like his voice, though. Like,
Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
his dialogue makes him kind of a dick, but his voice just makes him sound kind of like, oh, whatever. I suppose I'll deal with you. Anyway, what he does is he can upgrade your weapons. And I want to do that. That is a thing I want to do. As I said, I want to try and probably go with... Let's see here. This is the Mailbreaker Dagger. I don't care about that. Not going to worry about that. So I'm definitely going to go with Wingtip Spear. And there are probably better weapons I could be upgrading, but I kind of like the spear. I think I kind of want to try and go with the spear build, so by upgrading this once, I'll be increasing damage from 120 to 132. And I want to do that. It's going to cost me 530 souls, but that's fine. I'm going to upgrade again. It's going to cost 60, and it goes up by another 12 points of damage. Now, that is...
I'll be around if you make it back.
now, while that is a bit, and it does cost a valuable item, if you know you're going to be using a weapon, like you want to use that weapon for a while, it is significantly cheaper and much more effective to upgrade your weapons than to level up your character once you have the requisite stats to use the weapons you want to use. Like, I need to increase my faith and dex up a lot more so I can get the spells and you know, end game weapon, like the later game weapons that I really want to use. But you know, this spear has a B scale on strength, sorry, a B scale on dex, which means that the more dexterity I have, the more damage it does. Like, I get a bonus of, I think, like, B scale is like 190% of your dex is added to your damage. So, you know, I'm adding an additional, like, almost an additional 2 points of damage for every point of dexterity I have. But increasing it by even +1 adds 12, which is the equivalent of having an extra 6 points in my dex. So, yeah, again, upgrading with Titanite is a really cost-efficient way to improve your abilities. Downside is, you have to use your Titanite, and Titanite is valuable. However, I'm okay with this. So there's a boss, another boss here that I already kind of mentioned, the old Dragon Slayer. And I am going to go after him, but I'm not going to go after him now. Ooh, can I... No, I was hoping I might be able to get him to fall off, but I didn't. If I was using the mace, I might have been able to finagle it, but oh well. The old Dragon Rider, he allows you to enter the Covenant of the Way of Blue, which is, you know, alright. More importantly, he has some good items around him. Like, if you kill him, you can get your hands on some pretty good stuff. But for my purposes, what I really want to kill him for is because he... every boss drops a boss soul based on the boss. So, like, I just killed the last giant, I got the last giant soul. The soul of the last giant. And you can use those boss souls either to pop them and get a ton of souls, which I very rarely do because... not because that's a bad thing to do with them, because it's not if you know what you want. But I still like to hold on to them because... Oh, that was unpleasant. Uh-oh. Yeah. Because you can use a boss soul to actually get a boss weapon, or occasionally a boss shield, but the or like a spell or something. But you get each of the oh my god, I'm doing super bad against this guy. He's usually not a guy who gives me a lot of trouble. I'm gonna have to run away and heal. Anyway. Each of the bosses has 2 weapons associated with them, or like a weapon and a shield, or a weapon and a spell, or whatever. Point is, okay, or like a chime, or something, some sort of cool item that is associated with that boss. And the Dragon Rider has an awesome, an awesome faith-based spear, a faith-based lightning spear. Called the Dragon Rider's Spear. And I want that! I want that spear! And that is what I'm going to kill him for later in the game. Currently in the game, I'm going to just focus on killing the last Dragon Rider, who doesn't really have anything I think I want. Like, I think he also has a boss spear, but like, I'm less interested in that boss spear. It's less... Like, they're all pretty good. They're all actually relatively comparable and stuff, but his spear, I think, is a more strength-based spear, where the Dragon Rider's is much more dex and faith-based. There's, like, another spear as well that's kind of cool that, like, actually has, like, projectiles. Oh my god. I am doing awful. Like, the last time I just, like, breezed through this whole area. Probably should actually use the... Oh! Should probably actually be using the mace. But... excuse me for half a second. Sorry about that, I had to deal with something IRL real quick. Turns out these guys are way more vulnerable to crush type damage than they are to spears. So, yeah, that just went significantly easier. Well, so yeah, my new super spear kind of being made to look a little bit ridiculous. But I assure you that as soon as I'm not fighting these guys, the spear's gonna be way better. So as you can see, I have because of the strength scaling on this, I get plus 51 damage. On top of the 120 from the mace. When I'm using the spear, I get plus 42. What? That's odd. That's an B scaling mace. That's an A scaling dex. E scaling... That's super odd. I don't know why. That should be way bigger. That should be, like, considerably larger than the mace, but... Oh, it might be because I'm it's because I'm two-handing it. That adds another bonus. Never mind. I'm dumb. Point is, the spear is way stronger now. Which is great, except that some enemies in the game, almost like Pokemon. Oh my god. In the same way as that Pokemon has elemental damages, and some types of damage just are better against certain enemies. Big old crushy weapons do really good against big tough armored enemies. Who knew, right? So the spear is gonna be way better against slightly lighter enemies or people who are not wearing armor, like big monsters. Whereas the mace is a little bit better at breaking through people's big tough shells. Now I'm kind of debating whether or not I just want to go straight into, I do, and I'm going to use my spear for this because I think this guy's still also a, it's still also a crushy type enemy, but he's also not really that bad. I don't think I'll have too much trouble with him, honestly. Oh wow, that is pathetic damage. Man, I really kind of regret the spear now. I mean, I'm not going too soon. I will be eventually fighting enemies for whom the spear is actually really, really, really good at fighting. But wowzer, wowzer crowzer. That is depressingly pitiful compared to my mace. Stabby stab. Oh, yeah, so if you block and they take away the last of your endurance, your energy, like, you just get staggered. Oh my goodness. And you see how there are these 3 rings to the platform here? That is because of those platforms I raised earlier. If I did not raise those platforms before starting this fight... Oh yeah, so even with my misgivings, that was pretty easy. This ring, and I believe this ring right here would not exist. Like, it would just be the central area, all this kind of greenish, bluish, multicolored stuff. It would be this walkway, and then this platform. That's it. And then, obviously, this over here. Imagine fighting this guy where if you roll like that, you're dead. You roll like that, you're dead. Roll like this, dead. Yeah. Not fun. Also, if you get pushed even a little bit, you're dead. Anyway, so up here we have a bonfire. Go ahead and light that up. And then this lady here.
Are you from these parts?
She
My name is Lissy.
sells miracles.
I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple.
She...
I can see that
Before
you are
the
well
patch,
suited
I
to
would be
have
super happy to
one
meet her
whose power.
because... Yay, miracles.
Cost of it. That's for your heart to decide.
Unfortunately, now miracles are way less useful.
I'd heard awful rumors about
I need to
the
just
king.
talk to her.
I think
I'm not actually going to get any real information out of her. There's something too worthwhile that I want to find out here.
I expected this cathedral to be bustling. Without any goings-on, I'll to a place I could help the gullible by teaching the good word.
Yeah. At any rate.
You see these? I'm putting these in the refrigerator.
So yeah. The, for the patch, this would have been considered an extremely important step along my predetermined path. As I said before, this is actually no longer much of anything I really need. Some of this is good, but for the most part, yeah. So the healing probably, but apart from that, not really anything
No
terrifyingly
need for
useful.
miracles.
So, what are you going to do? Luckily, continuing along this pathway eventually leads to an area where we are going to be getting something that we really do want. And that would be No Man's Wharf. No Man's Wharf is the home of the mage teacher and the pyromancy flame. The first pyromancy flame in the game you can get your hands on. So that's going to be fun on a bun. Actually, I'm going to switch out to my mace because I forgot that there was more big guys in here. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, once I get down to No Man's Wharf, there's a lot of enemies who do not have super heavy armor, and so who will not be as annoying to fight with my spear. But for the time being, what are you going to do? Not a lot. It's kind of sucky. Bam. Yeah, so as you can see, a lot of the difficulty in this game actually can be circumvented once you kind of start getting into the groove of it, start kind of getting the hang of it. This old knight's halberd. Oh my god. Oh wow. A scaling on dex and a C scaling on strength. That's nuts. Also 180 damage base. What? I want to see this thing. This thing is awesome. Holy crap. That's super cool. Alright, it's a little bit slow. Alright, if I had my shield up, what would it look like? Alright, so there's a different moveset when you have a shield. Mostly just slamming down. It's basically a halberd, but... That's amazing. That's super good. I want to use that. At any rate, might make that a secondary priority, actually. Like, once I get thing, have that as a second weapon. Because your weapons can run out of durability, and having a tertiary weapon, have like the spear as a secondary, eventually have the old Dragon Slayer spear be my primary, and then have that on hand as a temporary secondary and a tertiary for later on. Could be nice. Could be nice. Oh! That was me being dumb. And now I'm dead. What's that bring us up to? 4? I have the death counter on a separate notepad. But yeah. That was dumb. Ooh. Oh, you know what I can do? I can take one of my dice and count the number of times I've died in a given session. So I want to try and get to No Man's Wharf, and then I'll end it there. I'm actually really, really close to No Man's Wharf. There's like these enemies that you saw, and then there's like one more after the guy who killed me. And then I'll have reached No Man's Wharf, and we'll cut there. The Pyromancy Flame does not come until the very end of No Man's Wharf, which means that I'm still going to be a little ways away from actually being able to cast spells. However... Oh my... Oh man. However, I will probably be starting to pump up my faith. Once I get my souls back, once I reach No Man's Wharf, the last thing I might do is actually go back to Majula and pump up my faith, so that I can then, when I do get the Pyromancy Flame, and when I start scaling up my dex, start scaling up my, start like working towards like pumping up how strong my fireballs are and how good my faith scaled weapons are. It will be a good first step, because there's actually no, that's right. The secondary, the tertiary weapon I should be using, that I'm going to be getting right after I finish No Man's Wharf, is a lightning spear, like it's a Hades spear, which comes with lightning already on it and faith scaling already on it. So that's what I actually really should be getting. As cool as the halberd is, that's way better for what I'm actually playing. The wingtip spear will actually probably even be my tertiary, with that being my primary, but... Oh, yeah, I guess there wasn't even one more enemy after him. I mean, I think there's one in this direction, but that's actually the way I need to go back there. I'm going to check this side real quick first, because I think there might be a chest over here. There is not. So yeah, if I hadn't screwed up fighting that guy, I would have made it to No Man's Wharf with my humanity intact, and my creepy Sweetie Belle looking slightly less creepy than she does now. Or more. It's kind of an uncanny valley sort of look. Oh well. So yeah, start leveling up faith, because as soon as I'm done with this current area, I'm going to actually start needing it. I'm going to start casting spells, I'm going to start hitting people with lightning in spear form, and the lightning spear, like lightning does so much more damage against armored opponents that the mace will no longer be necessary to fight armored opponents, because I'll just be killing them with this with the lightning spear. There might be an enemy down here. In fact, I'm pretty certain there's an enemy down here. Yep. So whatever, I can take him though. Yeah, see, it's like doing like half the damage as the mace. see how, alright, it's a bit better when I actually pull down my, my shield and fight two-handed. Because there's a damage bonus for fighting two-handed. But... also, it takes a lot less, energy to actually swing the spear than it takes to use the mace, so it's a little bit better in that regard. You know, I can... Once I get better, I'll be able to stab people like 3 times with the spear without having to rest. Whereas with the mace, if I swing 3 times, I won't be able to roll away or block. And that will be nice. And hell, I can go 4 times in a row if the situation demands it. That is also nice. Okay, so I don't think this is a trap. It is not. So... Knight's armor. That is a really good set of items if I was playing a much heavier character. There's a set of Drangleic Knight's armor that is even better, like the Drangleic armor that is super good, that I use on my heavy characters. But the Knight's armor is about as good as you're going to get for... I think the Knight, if you start as the Knight starts with all the Knight gear already. Or like all the gear except for like the helmet or something. But if you aren't playing the Knight and you are playing a fighting type build, that is a really good chest with a lot of really good stuff. As is, I'm probably going to stick to this robe. Oh, and I guess real quick I'll also talk to her.
What? I don't know you, and you don't know me.
She's interesting. Things are better. You don't talk to me.
You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. To you. I'm called Lucatil. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drangleic brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate. You are an odd one in... Well,
sorry,
a point of engagement.
I'll skip by that. So yeah, she will actually be... she will actually probably be one of the most persistent allies in the game. If you bring her along on every boss fight that she can actually join you on, she will help you a number of times, and she has a whole storyline involving trying to find her brother. I like Lucatil. I think she's a really interesting character, and she actually gives you some stuff as you go along. Plus, she's got a set of gear that I kind of think is cool looking. I don't remember it saying good, but it looks cool. So, you know, there's that. So this will up my thing, and I'm going to try and get up to 20 dexterity. Do I... Yeah, I should probably also, while I'm here, just grab a couple of extra healing items. Bye. Bye. Yeah, spend the rest of my souls on those.
Thanks.
And, yeah, we'll end off in No Man's Wharf. Next time, we are going to, lost my train of thought. Next time, we're going to, hit up the Flexile Sentry, kill him, get a Pyromancer Flame, then get a spear infused with the element of lightning. So that'll all be fun. I hope to see you guys next week, and till then, happy gaming.